Okay, are we doing this? God damn. So I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. No, let's not restore everything. Let me just see. So I had to completely restart, so this may have started a new stream, but it's back. So I just didn't want to you guys to miss the butter corn because it's still a thing and it's still happening. All right, so let me bring YouTube up. Yeah, so things are displaying a little weird. So there is something. Obviously, that crash of the chat is not a good sign. But okay. But I will save these off, and hopefully we can get back to. So this was not, well, as far as I know, this is not video card related, but it could be driver and something internet connection related. I have no idea, but yeah, it totally froze. My whole system was down, and it may have come back. It may have like been hung up on something, but the stream ended, so I figured I might as well just restart anyhow. Okay, so save this. No. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Was motivated by lactose intolerance. Yep, it's there. Yeah, so everything was saved, so we didn't lose anything. That's good. And if anybody can make it back. Yes. Dude, I think you're right. I think it's ghosts. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, the whole thing just froze, but I've been putting new there's no sound. Yeah. I'm putting new put the new video card in, then did new drivers and things, so it could be a little funky for a while, but very strange. Yeah, that it just like dropped. Hey, yeah, I'm an unknown girl. Whoa, I made it back. Yes, it was just the bunny ears that were wrong. Yeah, did it go to static when the stream stopped? Did it just go to static? That's what I want to happen. Oh, actually, I should just do that as a video. Is get. I don't think there are. I have to look. The one video service I use, they don't have any good static video clips. Like the fake static that they do looks really looks really strange. So I'll have to see if I can find an authentic static. That would be a good ending. And so my end screen can just be, it won't be sound, but it'll be silent, static, and the end card that will look more authentic to the era of this cartoon. All right. Yay, I made it back. Yeah, glad. Thanks for finding me. So I didn't want to miss the there we go. Look at that. Out of the shadows. I didn't want to miss the convenience store segment, so let's do that right now. There we go. All right. So this week it's butter corn. So literally butter corn. So if you're in the mood for butter corn, what would you have to do? So you have to get an ear of corn and shuck the ear of corn and then steam it and then cut the kernels of corn off and then find yourself butter, or the funny tasting canned corn, or frozen corn. Who knows how to unfreeze corn? Well, all of this is solved because now we have butter corn. Look at that. Oh, does it key out? No, it doesn't. Wow, that's weird. Usually yellow keys out. Butter corn. So that's literally what it says. Butter corn. So corn and Japan have a very strange relationship. Like it was introduced way too early, like in the Middle Ages, basically, as just the seed corn, like feed corn, I guess, basically, not seed corn, feed corn for cattle. So people didn't think you could eat it. They thought it was just for livestock. But then they started growing corn, and now in Japan, they put corn on everything. If you order a salad, there's corn on it. If you order a pizza, there's corn on it. Pasta, there could be corn on it. There's corn everywhere. So they figured out how to grow corn, and now they don't know what to do with it. So corn soup and butter corn are two things that exist everywhere. So this is intense flavor. And for some reason, it says, I don't know what any of this, some of these like little sounds, like it says Jawa, Jua, Jua, it says Jua. So what does Jua, it's like Jua. Like it has a weird little onomatopoeia here at the top. It's Jua. So I don't know what that means, but it's intense flavor. And it has double. Yeah. So the W is often used to mean double in Japan. So if you order like a double cheeseburger, they'll just put it'll be W cheeseburger, meaning double. So a W means twice as much. So twice as much butter flavor on your corn. But as you can see, if you can see here, this is what this is going to look like. This snack, it's buttercorn snack, but it's not popcorn. So it's corn, sweet corn, and the wonderful flavor of butter, but it's not popcorn. And popcorn would seem to be the logical way to get a corn flavor and butter kind of going at the same time. But this is not that. This is buttercorn. So yeah, the wonderful people at, what is the company name? At Buhesaku. The wonderful people at Buhesaku have brought us buttercorn. So let's find out exactly what buttercorn is. What a preamble. It's almost like an infomercial for buttercorn. There we go. Yeah, this is really weird. So this is a familiar like snack, like a potato snack looking thing. Yeah, it's like a French fry. You know, it looks like a crinkle cut French fry. Whoa, that is really buttery. So this is just going to be butter flavor. Let's see how much corn is in here, but this is going to be a very butter flavor. Yeah, I think this is rice. Let me check real quick. I think buttercorn is just puffed rice flavored snacks. This is so strange. Yeah, I wish it was fried corn. Or they have what do they call it? The big corn? Korean snacks. Korea has the really big kernels of corn that are like puffed. They're like puffed corn. You know how they have puffed rice? They're puffed corn kernels, and they have like a buttery or like a soy sauce flavor. These are not it. They smell insane. It smells like the craziest movie theater butter smell like ever. But it doesn't make any sense. So it's a rice. It's obviously rice. It's not corn. It's a rice snack that has corn flavoring and butter. Wow. It's like really, really buttery popcorn, but it doesn't taste like popcorn. It tastes like cooked corn, like canned corn, like a really... Yeah, so this is a rice snack with a powder on it that tastes like really buttery canned corn. This is so bizarre. So weird. So I guess that's what they were going for, though, because you can see from their little logo, they're going for that kind of canned corn that you heat up in a pan, I guess. This is a really bizarre snack. I don't know who this is for. This is pretty heavy for adults. It's kind of pretty heavy and greasy, and it's not sweet enough for kids. It's supposed to be sweet corn, but it's barely sweet. These are really strange. Wow. Yeah, they're pretty crispy. Because it says on the back, yeah, saku saku. So they're crunchy. It's a crunchy rice snack, which I've seen like different variations on this kind of like this crinkle cut French fry look But if you can hear on the microphone, they're very crunchy. It's a very crunchy rice snack, flavored like butter corn. That's the worst. That's the worst idea ever. Because a butter flavored like popcorn would be much more satisfying. I guess though this is never going to like, chip your crowns or anything. Or crack your teeth. If you hit a bad kernel. It's so strange. But it's rice. It's like a rice base. So it's not even like a corn meal, kind of snack. It's not like a, like a corn chip or anything. Wow. So funny. Yeah, I just thought from the front of this, it looks so stupid. And the fact that it's not corn, and there may be some butter in there, but it doesn't make any sense. It's very funny. Yeah, it's a butter flavoring, but it is rice. It's just a rice puff that they flavored. Ooh, yeah, but it does have sugar. It does have sugar to make it sweet. You can't really taste it, though. Really strange. I'm trying to think of the other flavor that I've had this kind of snack. But the fact that they did, buttercorn. Yeah, so it's just a, maybe they have a whole like barbecue and soy sauce and a bunch of different flavors of this snack. But this one is the flavor of butter and corn. It's crazy though, the smell, like this smells like microwave, like if a microwave popcorn has a real buttery oil to it or whatever. It smells like that. It smells like cheap microwave popcorn. But it tastes like canned corn, canned sweet corn. Wow, it's so strange. Wow. Rice flavored potato chips. You never know the weird combinations. It's funny, but it's funny that rice is so, like, it doesn't have a flavor that you can, if you put something strong enough on top of it, you don't even notice that it's just rice. Wow. So from the shape on the package, I couldn't recognize that it's just that standard kind of rice snack. Very weird. Yeah, it's just real corny. And I'm not a huge fan of the way they do the corn here, especially the corn soup. The corn soup here is a real milky. It's like, sorry, I'm just going to get all this butter off my fingers. It's like a real milky, kind of weirdly sweet, creamy soup. So it's like a, trying to think of what to compare it to. Not like a sweet, like a split pea soup, but a real creamy, like a real creamy, like a tomato soup or something, but it's only corn. Like the flavor of it is only sweet corn. So it's really weird because it's not a, so I've had so much, like nice, sweet, steamed sweet corn from like the Midwest in the U.S., and that has such a nice sweetness to it. And the corn that they have here, maybe it's just the variety or something, but it's very odd. And so the weird corn soup that they make from it is kind of this, it just has that great grandmother kind of taste. If your great grandmother ever cooked for you, that's what it tastes like. It's from a different age where corn is a milky corn, where milky corn was a flavor that people actually wanted. Wow. So this was definitely not a hit. It's, I mean, if the whole butter thing is very impressive. So they get an A for butter flavoring. But as far as a nice snack, it's not very enjoyable at all. It's literally a simulation of canned corn with some butter on it. On rice. On a rice snack. Wow. Very strange. So I thought it was a funny package, and I thought, like, what problem are they trying to solve with this corn-flavored snack? And I think it's just because corn, like buttery corn flavor, is a kind of its own thing here in Japan, where you wouldn't flavor something corn and butter that wasn't already having one of those ingredients already in it. So it's very funny. Nice. I gotta get me some nice. Oh yeah, some nice corn. Oh yeah. Send some nice corn. Yeah. Yeah, the corn like that, the sweet corn, like the kind of white. It's not very yellow. The sweet corn from the Midwest is so great. It's very white, light colored kernels. Good stuff. All right, so buttercorn is a is definitely a failure. That was just bizarre. Wow, but the package was amusing enough. I thought it would be worth trying to figure out what they were trying to do. They were just trying to make something very buttery with a corn flavor. Yeah, it's very odd. You wouldn't. Well, I guess they do. They do like cream stew. Like they make ice cream bars here, or not ice cream bars, but like popsicles, like ice bars that are flavored like cream stew or tomato pasta. They'll try to flavor something in a really weird way. So this is one of those attempts. I'm sure there's corn flavored ice cream here too. I would not put it past the Japanese to try to make butter corn ice cream. Mm, nice. Oh, what did you ask? No, is it chewy? Oh, the corn here, is it corn here chewy? Um, it's yeah, it's not crispy and that really fresh flavor. It's yeah, no, it is. Yeah, anytime you get at the grill restaurant or whatever, the corn that you get here is definitely chewy. It has like a heavier skin on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the stuff behind me. Yeah, the background, the convenience store background. That's the grocery store. That's what grocery stores and convenience stores look like during spring. Yeah, they go all, and mostly that's more the beginning of March where it's the Doll Festival. So a lot of that imagery and stuff is from the Doll Festival. Those little prince and princess kind of dolls for the festival. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that is unknown, or that is a spring festival, doll festival kind of imagery. Yeah, but the corn is here is a little chewy, so it must be not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that's what unknown girl was asking. Yes, sorry guys. Yes, the let me. I can switch back if you don't mind hearing the Family Mart sound again. It's like everything back here. So you see the dolls. So the prince and the princess. They're very like Heian era uh royalty looking. The um so those are from the doll festival, but yeah, this is all, so just like the Barbie aisle in a toy store. During the springtime, the aisles look just like this, where everything is pink, everything has cherry blossoms on it. Yeah, so the stream that died suddenly last week, I tried a bunch of different sakura flavored cakes and things that they had at the convenience store. But the whole aisle looks like that. Like there's sakura donuts, and so cherry blossom donuts, cherry blossom breads, and melon breads and everything. Like everything gets flavored, some kind of strawberry or cherry flavor. Oh yeah, so it is actually a festival. Yeah, the Doll Festival is in your home usually. So what you do is, I don't think I have any of the graphics. Maybe I can bring something up. Let me see if I can bring this up. Um, so there is Hinamatsuri. That's right. That's the Japanese is Hinamatsuri. So let me flip over. Let's see if this works. If I do this monitor and this, no. How about if we do? Whoops! No, no, not that one. This one. There we go. Yeah. So this is. Oh wait. Let's not do that. Let's. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah. So this is a very standard. See if I can go a little bit bigger. No, it's going smaller. So yeah, sorry. This is as good as I can do right now. Um, this is the super traditional Hinamatsuri display at the house. Is this display of seven levels, seven stairs, and at the top of the kind of prince and princess, and then these are all the attendants, and then all of their like treasures and belongings and things, but this is a very traditional. Everything has a name and everything has a significance, and you build this. Sorry, the chat is overlapping. You build this. There we go. And I'm in the way now too. This display, and basically, there's like certain little things you eat, and it's basically also Girls' Day. So it's celebrating daughters. So you if you have daughters in your family, then you set up this display, and it just here's a huge display. And it just represents kind of the celebration of the kind of wisdom and good luck in the future for young girls. And they encourage, because once a family, like these very traditional like antique versions of these dolls, are each part is really, really expensive. So usually they stay in a family and are passed down for different generations. And they are now, because people aren't buying the dolls anymore, people are encouraging every girl in the family should have her own dolls, and that's her own luck and destiny and everything. So yeah, this is very that's very setting up the display is kind of part of the ceremony. There's not a actually like an outdoor party, but I think a lot of shrines and things may be decorated for, I'm not sure if like what corresponds with that, but it doesn't have any, I think, exact ritual or anything. I think you can probably time it with certain other coming of age things that are done at festivals as well. But yeah, that's the symbol for the girls, and the boys have their own festival, and all the so I guess it's going to get kind of weird, huh? And all this the symbolism for that are, so if you see a house with carp banners like these, like little windsocks that are shaped like carp, then they have boys in the family. And the house is decorated, instead of with the dolls, with the stepped display with the dolls, with kind of the samurai, the kabuto mushi kind of stag beetle helmet of the I guess the shogun, kind of the shogun display. So yeah, there's a display of like little armor and it's usually pretty tiny, so it's like if there was a little baby and the baby was a shogun, this would be his armor. So they have displays, and so this is like the boys, power and good luck. These are actually antique. I can't. Oh yeah, here's something more like this. Yeah, just like a little display. So a little sword, a little katana, and a little shogun helmet, like warrior helmet, is the boys' image. And they happen pretty close. Like girls' festival is like March 3rd, and the boys is beginning of April. Children's Day, they call it. Oh, that's funny. So boys are children and girls are princesses. That's not sexist at all. Yeah, that's right. The boys' day is called Children's Day. So Kodomo no Hi. That's right. But it's for the boys. All right. Enough of that. Let's see. So, Mexican used to be a ceramic doll or something given at 15. Ah, yeah. Oh, that's funny. The family tends to be afraid of him. That's very funny. Yeah, so the Hinamatsuri is, I think it's March 3rd. And the Children's Day is, when is Children's Day? I guess we can just go to the web page. It might be different every year. Oh, it's in, wait. Is it the first day of, might be in May. Oh, May 5th. Yeah, so Children's Day is May 5th, and it's usually in Golden Week, which is that big holiday week. That's very funny. I forgot, because I've only heard it referred to as Boys and Girls Days, but yeah, it's actually Children's Day and Doll Festival. Because girls are just living dolls. Yeah, weird. Well, we recovered from the crash this week instead of being destroyed by it. Yeah, yep, coming soon. That's right. Oh, nice. Nice. Yes. So that's funny. And there's no corn related holidays, thank goodness, in Japan. Yeah, we just had, so Tuesday was the spring equinox. So that's a national holiday here. I guess because they don't do Easter, so they just do the whichever equinox that is. Yeah, but the first day of spring is a national holiday, which is funny. Yeah, May 5th. May 5th is Children's Day. Did your computer do the same thing as last time? No, this was I think this was just a actual computer crash. Because something was actually definitely going wrong once Restream like killed the chat. So something was going weird, and probably it was Chrome related, Google Chrome related, because Restream crashed the chat, and then the system was acting weird. Even the display on Photoshop, or actually, you can actually see that on the stream. Yeah, Photoshop is displaying very strangely. So something needs restarted, or it needs fixed, updated at least. So I'll check and see what if there's a video driver that needs updated. Yeah, I think it was just Chrome running out of memory and screwing the whole system over. Happy on birthday. Nice. All right. Well, I'm glad this actually came back and I'm not trapped in the some kind of weird, constantly crashing, the mysterious end of every video. Yeah, I've got to look for a good video of static, because I think it'd be fun to every time they end the stream for it to go to static. That would be, so what is it, TV static? Yeah, the artificial ones, like the ones that are just made in After Effects or whatever, don't look very good. Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, the fake, when it's fake TV static, it doesn't look good. It's just like it's a cycle of just noise. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think anyone's going to have, because if they have to simulate it, it's never going to look real. You actually have to record the, analog signal. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I'll find one that actually looks believable. Yeah, I just wanted the snow from like a television monitor. But when they do, there's a lot of it. Oh, that's somebody's actually recording a video signal. That looks pretty good. Yeah, maybe I'll try to. Well, this looks like it's on Vimeo or something. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's a it's an .mov. So here, let's bring this up. Because what could go wrong? Just loading this straight into OBS. It would never crash. Yeah, so for just the end. Yeah, I don't want to do anything too like annoying, like sound wise, but just do a TV static kind of shot at the end. This is definitely recorded like straight from a signal. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, radio static's another thing that's hard to find good audio samples of. And loop. Okay, there we go. There's chat. There we go. Yeah, so that doesn't look too bad. It's not the exactly right thing, but it's much better than the fake ones. Like this is actually taken from a from some sort of signal, video analog signal. So yeah, we'll do that behind. So I'll do that. I'll edit that live behind the sign off. Yes. So you just turn it on and off when I'm having transmission trouble. Yeah, I'll have to make some segment. Nice. Oh no, did it freeze? Did it freeze when it came up? Yeah, maybe because it's a lot of video information. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'll call everybody. So once that happens, I'll call everyone and say 7 days. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I still love that idea. Is still such a clever idea. A person that dies, the last thing they see is a well. Like they died at the bottom of a well, and the last thing they see is the top of the well, like the cover being put over the well. So the last thing they see is like that ring of sunlight from looking down. Yeah, before they're just sealed into a well. That's great. That's such a great image. A lot of Japanese horror stories have really good symbolism. Yeah, but that does look like the end of the Ring video. Nice. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right. Yeah, so I'll put that static as the background then. So then at least the maybe it's too active. We'll see what it looks like as the very background of that scene. But then it'll look like we disconnected, like the channel signed off. All right. It's amazing. I saw that Chrome has that thing now where you can run, install YouTube. What is going on? Where you can run like Chrome Light, like run it in some, maybe that's what happened, is it was trying to run some low memory mode and I had too much stuff open or something. Yeah, because I think there is what is install YouTube on Chrome? That's horrible. So they're going to build YouTube into Chrome. Yeah, but I saw there was some kind of weird pop-up that said you can do some memory management thing because they're trying to make Chrome not such a resource hog and monster on a Windows system. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, that's one of the few American remakes of Japanese movies that works really well because they kind of did their own thing. They don't have the horse imagery and a lot of the stuff that was in the American version isn't from the Japanese. And I think the original Japanese version was pretty low budget. One of them, I think The Grudge, was originally a TV movie actually. So that's crazy that it was just made for TV. But the original Ring movie is much more stripped down. They did some more, I guess American, because it was set in America, like it was in New England or whatever, or Canada. What was it? Where was it? I forget. But it was somewhere, in North America. So they didn't. They did their own thing with the imagery. Oh, there you go. Well, one of my absolute favorite, and everyone's gonna probably hate this movie, and actually don't watch the remake, don't watch the American remake, but one of my favorite Japanese horror movies. I'll type it in the so you can understand what I'm saying. The one of my favorite Japanese horror movies is called Kaido. Kaido is just like they translate it like to pulse or energy. It's like a shock, and it's an internet horror movie. So it was the beginning because Japan did those cell phone horror movies, and this was an internet horror movie. And this is the whole idea that through connection to the internet, you can actually access hell. Like you can actually see where it's not like technically the internet, but you're finally aware that like this place of the dead, so maybe hell, maybe not, but this place where dead souls go is now aware that there is access to the living, like the whatever the electrical connection is or whatever the internet has made it possible for souls to move back and forth, and not physically. I guess they do physically move by the end of it, but the death of the characters, like how they kill you, is they show you what it's like to be dead. So you just like enter this total despair, and your soul just diminishes. You just die, and so these people just like fade off and disappear into shadow, and so this thing spreads like a virus. Oh, I guess I won't spoil the ending of it, but it's very interesting. It's a very interesting idea about kind of the like a sad death, like just giving up. Once you're shown what unlife is, you just disappear. You just like fade into nothing, and it's pretty cool. So when this happens, then the cool thing about the movie is it just happens on a the movie gets on such a huge scale, but it's a very low budget movie. It's a very low budget movie with very few special effects, but it's actually by the end of it, it's like the apocalypse. You know, it's the end of the world, but it happens very subtly. So it's very cool. Yeah, so I really love that story. It's a little. I mean, it's a very slow moving. The original Japanese one is very slow moving. The American one is really terrible. Like they don't get the idea. They don't really understand the idea. But this one has the original Japanese has some really disturbing images and stuff in it. And it's one of my favorite directors. He doesn't always do horror stuff, but this was a pretty successful horror movie. And you might recognize some of the actors in it. One of the actresses that plays a student, she was in Last Samurai. So there's a lot of Japanese actors that have done pretty well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the idea is just very original and weird, and not as cheesy as like, you know, cell phones killing you. But there's a weird, like, kind of the same way that like some of the space horror is the idea that when we travel into space, into deep space, into the unknown, we're actually just going to find hell. Like we're actually going to find something that we didn't anticipate. So this is that same sort of thing, that using technology to connect to things that we don't really understand is going to give us access to something terrible. And it could, and actually as a metaphor, like this was very early, like super early, basically dial-up internet days when this movie was made. But the metaphor still works because the internet created this access to the most horrible parts of, you know, like people's thinking and the most horrible parts of kind of human nature. And it does, like, you know how they have the expression doom scrolling, like just sitting on Instagram or whatever, and like, and you know, doom scrolling and making yourself depressed and feel worse and worse. That is exactly what this idea is, that the internet creates this like access to something that just kills you. It just like diminishes you so that you don't want to live anymore. The whatever it is that the dead are telling you just makes you not want to live. So yeah, it's like still works. That metaphor like still works, like way after dial-up. It's pretty cool. Good idea. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see what because you can get it's just called Kaido, the so maybe they do translate it to Pulse. So if you look up 2001 or Circuit, it's either called Pulse or Circuit, Japanese techno horror. But it's Kiyoshi Kurosawa is the director. He's done some really cool, really nice kind of indie, low budget Japanese stuff. But yeah, it's really good. I'll stop going on about it, but don't watch the remake. The American remake is so bad. They just took a couple of the interesting images and just recreated them and then did this whole like misunderstanding of what's going on. But the thing that's impressive about the movie is how it jumps in scale like so quickly. Like you're just dealing with this little group of students that one of them goes missing and they try to find out what's going on, and then all of a sudden they've stumbled onto this thing that's like, oh, it's the end of the world. Like everything just disappeared. Crazy. Yeah, so just make sure it's you check out the. Oh wait, let me double check that this is the 2001. The 2001 is the Japanese version. I think the American version is like 2010 or something. Yeah, but pulse is the because it doesn't, the Japanese word doesn't mean anything. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of recognizable Japanese actors that are super young in this movie because it's 2001. It's 22 years ago. Jesus. But it still works. Yeah, it still works really well. Oh, it's on Mubi. Oh, that's a paid service, isn't it? That's not one of those free ones. What's the? There's a lot of weird. Yeah, but it's really, for the low budget. It's got really cool effects and a really cool tone to it. Oh yeah, that's funny. That's what my wife said. That I showed her Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I said, "This is a great American horror movie. You have to watch this." And she says it's not scary; it just looks painful. It just like, ouch, So that's all she said. Is like, this isn't scary. This is not. I'm not. I don't feel afraid. I just feel ouch. So I don't know why this is enjoyable, but I love Texas Chainsaw. I think it's a very disturbing, disturbing movie. That the big metal door, the big sliding metal door. Come on, that's scary as hell. Uh, mm, nice. Yeah, so this is definitely in that tradition of the Ring and Grudge, the creepy, just kind of um, tension, like the unnerving tension kind of Japanese horror movies. So they have that thing where people just kind of turn into black dust. They have this like weird effect when they show people fading, but it's not otherwise it's not gory. And that's the thing though. That's why Japan switched to the more psychological and ghost stories, is because they were doing a really gory dismemberment movies in the 90s. And I forget the title of the movies, but they were banned in Japan because a few serial killer kind of murder cases, they ended up finding these movies, the series of movies, in these people's apartments that were responsible for these killings. So they just were assuming that the movies were, somehow responsible. Oh, it's a video. Of course, everything's a YouTube video. God damn. Um, Guinea Pig. Yeah, the series of movies is called Guinea Pig. And they did, the murderer kind of dismembers in like a very butcher kind of way, and they very realistically, I think, using like animal parts, like cow and pig joints. They show the killer like kind of pulling the victims apart very slowly, and so it's torture and pretty gory effects. And so that Guinea Pig series was banned in Japan because there were copycat killings. That made it so they discouraged. So after that point, if you see any violent movies, if you see any gory Japanese movies, they're usually like crazy over the top. They're supposed to be like kind of comedic. They're not supposed to be shocking. Yeah, Guinea Pig. Guinea Pig 2, Flower of Flesh and Blood, and how many were there? Oh, these were actually from the 80s. Yeah, these weren't 90s. These were 85, 85, 86, and 88 into 90. Yeah, 90 was the last one. Oh, interesting. Yeah, quite a few. So they're still available. I don't think they were banned outside of Japan, but they encouraged, like, I don't know if it was the government or just the kind of public in general. They moved away from serial killer kind of torture porn movies in this way because of finding finding people copying this. Yeah, they don't talk about the banning on the Wikipedia page. Wow. VHS. I don't know if they ever made it. No, they did make it to DVD. So in the early 2000s, Unearthed Films released them and documentaries on DVD. So yeah, I don't think they've ever gotten re-releases in Japan. Yeah, I'm not a big torture. I don't like the Hostel movies or any of the slowly hurting people movies. Yeah, and these were like particularly realistic. Like they used a lot of pretty convincing effects, so it was very yeah, very disturbing. Oh, I didn't realize they're from '85. Wow. And they're interesting. They're based on a comic book. So that's probably why they were so over the top too, because they were based on horror comics. Guinea pig films. All right. Well, we got nice and ugly then, right at the end. Well, yeah, one stupid murderer's got to ruin everything. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the series garnered controversy for its depictions of violence, and one or more entries were suspected to have influenced yeah, the Tsutomu Miyazaki, an actual serial killer who kidnapped and murdered 4 young girls. Oh yeah, so it was a specific case, not several, just one case that was linked to a serial killer who murdered 4 girls, and they said, yeah, let's not keep making movies if this is the kind of guys that are watching it. Oh, and Charlie Sheen is said to have watched the movie and believed it depicted actual killing. So Charlie Sheen, probably high on crack or whatever he was doing at the time, reported it to the police because he thought it was so real that he thought it was a snuff film. He thought he had watched a real film of murder, so he called the police. I'd like to be the dispatcher taking that call. Charlie Sheen, all cracked out, telling you he just saw Japanese people getting killed. Yeah, yeah, very different. And especially too because this was, you know, it was probably very graphic, but watching it on VHS, you don't see any of that detail. Like it probably looks very different because most people probably saw it on VHS. I don't think a lot of people saw it in the theater. Wow. Yeah, release the tape. That's that's right. There has to be a there has to be a call. That's it. Uh, yeah. Oh, no one's got a YouTube video of it up. So that's how it became infamous in. Oh no, they did. Yeah, it's the video's taken down, but yeah, somebody posted a video of the call. Uh, that's too funny. Wow. So have you done too much crack, or do you think you saw a real murder? Yeah, and I think the reason the effects are so real is like a lot of effects, like the alien, the dissecting the face hugger and stuff in Alien. It's very realistic because they just use a bunch of animal organs and stuff to make it look super spooky, super yeah realistic. Ah, Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, if you if you find that, let us know. Unknown Girl. That it must be out there because somebody had it posted a video of it, but it was taken down. I'm sure the complete guinea pig series is on YouTube somewhere. That's so funny. Sometimes, like, I'll be watching some weird, like, horror movie reviews or whatever, and they'll talk about a few different titles. Oh, this is made by the same director that did this, and I don't know the movies. And if you search them, they just come up on YouTube, like the full movie. It just comes up on YouTube. It's so funny how random that is. All right. Well, I think we'll call it there after we got into Japanese banned horror films. But yeah, thanks for finding me again after the weird disconnection. That was yeah, that was strange. But I'll make sure I'll update everything and make sure that yeah, we won't run into that again. But I'm pretty sure that was a Chrome problem. All right, but yeah, thanks so much for everyone tuning in, and we'll be doing this. So I thought for sure I was going to be doing the stream early this week, but it ended up that the schedule worked out okay. So yeah, next week, same time, so Wednesday night or Thursday, depending on where you are, and we'll do this all over again. And thanks so much for the input. That helped a lot. Yeah, always fun chat. It's so fun to interact with you guys, and you are very inspiring. I think I can get. I don't write such ridiculous nonsense like some of those early, the cheaper it what something. Yeah, but very good. So yeah, everybody take care. And if you're listening or watching for the first time, abusecartoons.com is the website. And if you want to read the old archive, it's gocomics.com/domestic abuse. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you again next time. Oh, and special thanks to the patrons. So Unknown Girl and John, thank you so much for supporting this stream and making this all possible and helping me afford a new video card because it was not a good price. All right. So take care, everyone, and good to see you again, Yum. You gotta tune in regularly because I draw things terribly that you must critique. So yep, always fun, and take care, and I will see you next time. And I'll add the static to the end titles here. So take care and see you next time. Bye bye.